Hey, what is going on, guys? I just got home from my last day in hospital. So, let's slip into something more comfortable. I finally ripped my drink water, take Motrin, and change socks t-shirt or sweatshirt. Alright, anyways, so I got home at like 12:30 today. So that means I have approximately 3.5, 4 hours of no roommate. I figured I'd be talking to you guys today about my military journey. Now, March 2020 was a huge month for the entire world, um, but it was a huge month for me. A huge month for me and my family. We had kind of a family mishap happen, and everything kind of got turned upside down. So that happened, and I almost wasn't going to graduate high school. That's right. I went from almost not graduating high school to now being a graduate member of the hospital corps and world's greatest name. That to me, that is an amazing accomplishment. I couldn't be more proud of myself. Tomorrow I will be walking across a stage, receiving a certificate of completion. I will be officially a hospital corpsman. To me is absolutely amazing. And anyone who I've graduated with, congratulations to anyone who's graduated before me. Congratulations to you. Well, we've all accomplished something absolutely amazing that a year ago I wouldn't have seen myself being able to do. A year ago I thought, oh, I'm gonna probably work some hard job. I'm not gonna graduate high school. I'm gonna get my GED, go do whatever, right? But the Navy's giving me this opportunity. I'm not gonna waste. I walk across that stage tomorrow. I'll get my certificate, and I think even then it won't sink in how far I've come in the last year. So it is March 3rd, and like I said before, March of 2020 was a very upside down month for the world. That's when COVID really started to hit hard, when a whole bunch of closures happened. That everything kind of shut down essentially. That's also when my family shut. My dad had to not be in our home months up until me shipping out. That put an extra level of stress on my family life. Dad had to be My dad had to move out and not live with my family. And for me, going into the military and graduating high school, I wasn't sure if my dad was going to see me graduate. I wasn't sure if I was going to graduate in the first place. I wasn't sure. I was not sure of it. I had joined the Navy. I had dipped in January 2020. I had new motivation and new sense of drive and passion because I was a United States future sailor. The fact that I was going to do some great things had me excited, but I was excited to do those things rather than finish the thing that I was still on, which was high school. I had to finish high school. Uh, I was in my running start program, and I did college instead of high school. I was failing 2 out of 3 of my college classes. I was very lucky to be retained at that college, actually, in that program. I am thankful for that. It gave me the opportunity to fall and fall hard, to fail, learn that failure is okay. It's okay to fail. It is okay to fail. And there's more failure that I encountered, but it has brought me to where I am now. It has helped me form my current goals and has formed the person that I am right now. So we'll get into that. Anyways, we're still stuck in March. Fuck. Uh, I was running around with this. I won't name his name. That ended up being a very toxic relationship. And I actually called him right before I flied, uh, fucking flew. What the fuck? English, first language. Yeah, wouldn't know it. Um, I called him right before I flew out to boot camp. Told him that we kind of no explanation, anything like. But we were done. Yeah. because it was a very, very mentally toxic and draining relationship. I think that's part of the contributing factor to why it was so rough for me up until the point I left. So my mom at home with my sister by herself. I was going to school during the day, working at night. Then after work, I would often just drive around with this dude. So 2, 3, 4 a.m. But I kept running around with this dude till 4 a.m., 6 a.m., not telling anyone where I was. And I felt like it was acceptable because my dad was no. I had less respect for my parents because of a rumor that I heard about my dad, and I believed that, and I was angry. So I kind of shut him out. And to find out that all of these accusations that were made against my dad were completely false, completely unfounded, and he was completely innocent. This we found this out right before I was going to leave for the Navy, right before I actually graduated. I managed to pull my shit together, actually graduated. And at my graduation party, the day before my graduation party, we found he was innocent. 100%, everything was fine. Or at least it was going to be. But I was so mad at myself that I had shut him out. Now I was leaving for the Navy in less than a month. And now I haven't been home in over 9 months now. 9 months as of yesterday when I left. I actually made rank yesterday, but I had shut my dad out. That's one of my biggest regrets. The lesson I learned from that was to kind of gather a whole picture before you make assumptions about somebody or you make predetermined judgments. Because now my dad missed out on March, April, May, and most of June of my life right before I left for 9 months. What is that? 13 months that this has affected us now. It's a lot. My number one advice for you if you're about to ship out to the Navy is spend time with your family. Even though your relationship might be on the rocks, your time away from your family will actually help your relationship. I have a newfounded respect for my mom and my dad. They've provided more for me than I have ever known that they did. They've stuck their neck out multiple times. And I kind of brushed it off. I took it for granted a lot of the time. But now that I'm out here on my own, or relatively on my own, I have the Navy behind me. But I definitely have a sense of big bad world. I have mom and dad's protection. That's kind of rough, but I man overcome, adapt, overcome. Anyways, so come July 2nd, I shipped out Navy boot camp. I called up that guy, said, "Hey, we're done. I don't want to see you ever again." That was that. So I have not talked to him since. I did get in another relationship between that, and it was great, and it lasted for its lifetime. But anyways, July 2nd, I shipped out to Navy boot camp. Did 2 weeks of quarantine. The three guys that I roomed with there, we got Beatty, we got Curry, and we got Henry. Those three guys, props to you guys. I know you're out there in the Navy doing some cool stuff right now. We got some good memories from those 2 weeks. It was good. After those 2 weeks, it was just me and Henry in our Division 304. Anyone out there from 304 if you're watching this, what's up? I hope your Navy career is going good for you. We're all over the world now. Isn't that awesome? Anyways, 304. I did 2 months with them. Made it to the very end, final PFA. Now this is the moment that I realized failure is just, if you look at it from a point of, hey, if I fail here, that's just a sign that I just need to spend a little more time on these skills. So I got to the final PFA, physical fitness assessment of boot camp. Failed by 1 minute and some odd seconds, right? And so we run on a half track, 12 laps for a half. I got set back to Division 333. If you're from Division 333 from 2020, hi, what's up? I was that guy who was there for a day. I was there for a day, and then I got quarantined again. So I spent 14 days in basically a little solitary confinement cell. Not bad. I understand that they had to, they had to make do with the space that they had. So I'm not saying that. Oh shit, quarantine sucked. I was in a cell. Blah 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 blah. No, I understand. They had the space that they had. They had the resources that they had. They had to make do and keep people safe. That's just our duty as people who are in the military. We have to keep other people safe, even if it means so. That sucks sometimes, but hey, it's what we gotta do. We gotta quarantine. We were marched around by this one RDC. I thought he was joking, but he said most of us were going back to week 1 or week 2 of training because divisions were full. I was like, hi, that's funny. That's one. It's a good one, Pay Officer. Nope. We showed up. Got put in division 390. 390. Pay Officer Hoffman, Pay Officer. Officer, you guys, thank you guys so much. If you're watching, that's awesome. Hoffman might be watching. What's up? Anyways, yeah, so in this division, I saw it as an opportunity to keep growing. I'd be doing a program called Prep, and it's where you basically run 3 times a week to just get in shape. Like, your only goal now, you've completed everything else on training. Your only goal is to get in shape so you can pass your PFA. That's your only goal. And I was in this program running 3 days a week. And at first I was like, yes, this is more opportunity to grow. But as time went on, it kind of got depressing a little. My legs hurt every day. I had to just massage them. I went to medical like 3 times just to get ibuprofen, just to make it through. They would cramp up. I had shin splints. It was terrible. I was not going to stay there any longer than I had to. That was my determining factor in getting the fuck out of there. Come RDC assessment, which was like 1 week. 1 week before the PFA. Get a letter from one of my best friend's moms, right? And this dog named Bodhi, he's not my dog, but it really felt like it. This dog named Bodhi, I had found out he passed away. That was hard. Oh, actually, at the end of my first division, when I was doing the PFA retake, I saw this best friend. I saw my friend. Her name is Dahlia. Hi, Dahlia. Watching. I saw her. I just cried. She was about a week behind me in training at that point. I just cried. I was like, I felt so heavy. I don't know. I wanted to say hello. I wanted to give her a hug. I just felt so alone. There was no one else in my division. I was going through what I was going through. I was the only one in this situation that I was in. Anyways, so fast forward. Nothing really notable happens in second division. Got beat the first day I was there though. I got totally beat. Yeah, that was. Thank you, Petty Officer. Anyways, my dog died, or not my dog. Basically, my dog. Love this dog to death. I was absolutely heartbroken for the next week. It sucked, but on the RDC assessment, we took it in the morning. We're in Chow, and Professor Hoffman comes into the Chow hall and he goes, Hutton, where is Hutton? I was like, here, Professor. He goes, Hutton, you lucky son of a bitch. You got 12:15 on your run. And I don't care what the fucking galley rules are. I hoot and hollered. I was so excited. He said, calm down. but you're a lucky son of a bitch. I knew that this next week I had to run my ass off and play it smart. I had to play it smart so I didn't injure myself. I had to play it smart so that I got faster and I could secure that time. From the final PFA, I am jumping, I'm slapping my legs, getting myself all pumped up, getting into my mindset. This person who works at Freedom Hall came by and he goes, "Hey, guy, what the fuck are you doing? Stop slapping yourself." And this is the only time that I've ever, I guess, had an attitude. It wasn't really an attitude. I looked at him and said, "Petty officer, I am getting myself ready. I am not going to fail this again." And I don't remember him saying anything to me after that. But I was just adamant that I'm going to do what I need to do to pass this. And you can carry on. All right. That's the only time I've ever had any attitude towards um, any person ever really in the Navy that was above me. Number one tip for boot camp: if you fail, oh what? Oh well. What? Just take it, move on. You're gonna get better. You're going to get better. Boot camp is there to make you get better. It is as long as it needs to be to make you the sailor that you have it in you, right? So it could be straight through, easy. It could be 16 weeks, but it'll end one way or another, and you'll be where you're supposed to be. Keep that in mind. Now here at Hospital Corpsman School, I got here and kind of had the mentality, fuck it, I don't need friends, right? They're gonna bounce. I'm gonna be all by myself again. I had one friend, his name was Thomas. He was from my, and he got asthma back, and then eventually he got kicked out of this program, and he's an MA now. So look at that. He failed, and he took that, and he went, all right, that's not where I'm supposed to be. Where am I supposed to be? All right, MA, cool. I'll be an MA. Now he's succeeding there. So just because you are failing at where you are now does not mean that you are a failure, right? It just means that you are not where you're supposed to be, or you need to work a little bit more before you're ready for what comes after where you are currently. I only really talked to two people, both petty officers. We have petty officer Signs, petty officer Parmamy. They became HMs today. They're HM2 and HM2. And now we're graduating. I do have friends now, and so my tip for A school is make friends. Don't come here with the mindset that you can get through it on your own, because that's what I came here with, and it absolutely sucked to start out with. Come here with the mindset that, all right, cool, it's gonna suck, but if I make friends to my left and right, it will suck less. Right? Make friends. Make friends. It'll help you out a lot. Anyways, so now we're at present day, and I'm a hospital corpsman, United States Navy. That is the first time that that sentence has ever come out of my mouth. Like, it feels good. I fucking made it. I think a year ago that I almost didn't graduate high school. Amazing. Let my story tell you and do it. Right? Wherever you are, whoever you are, no matter what situation you're in, you can do anything. Right? So 3 takeaways. For boot camp, spend time with your family, even if you're mad at them for whatever reason. You want to get out of there as soon as possible. Spend time with them because you won't have the option to once you leave. For me, COVID, no, I couldn't see my family after I graduated. I couldn't see my family in between A school and boot camp. I couldn't see my family. I can't see my family after A school. The only time I could see my family was for a week over Christmas break, maybe. And I didn't even get to go home and see friends. So spend time with your family and those who will spend time with you rather than you have to chase after them. That's why I let that guy off the hook, because I had to chase after him all the time. I was done. Number one tip for for boot camp: If you fail, oh fucking well. Pick up your shit, move on, adapt and overcome. If you fail out of boot camp or you get separated, that's not your fault most of the time. All right, it's not your fault. I'm just kidding. It just means that the Navy is not where you're supposed to be. You have a higher calling somewhere else. You get rolled back for any reason, does not mean that you're a failure, right? I sucked at PT before. I still kind of suck at PT now. I'm still working on it. But it just means that before I could get into the Navy and actually help people, I needed to get better at running. That's all that meant. I had great push-ups and sit-ups. I just had to get better at running. I sucked at running. And number one tip for high school, same thing as boot camp. If you fail, pick up your shit and move on. Don't dwell on it, because if you dwell on it, you won't be ready for the next challenge that comes your way. And make friends. It'll be a lot easier. If you have any questions about my military journey, go ahead, hit me up in the comments below, or add me on Instagram. I'll answer basically any DM pretty fast because I have no life. I'm done with school. That's all for this one, guys. It was a long one. I'm trying to edit it down. Recording for 20 straight. I'll try and edit it down. I'll see you guys later.